If you're standing up, you're going to want to take a seat for this because boy howdy do I have bad news for seafood enthusiasts out there. You are not safe. It may already be too late. I'm sure you've seen some of the headlines. Radioactive shrimp has found its way into the States. There was a recall for some frozen shrimp brands due to radioactive contaminants. There's now been another recall of shrimp for radioactive contaminants. I don't claim to be an expert on the intricacies of shrimp and the distribution of such, but to me it seems like there's a mole working in there. It seems like we got a supervillain somewhere in the pipeline. We got fucking Bruce Banner in there pumping his haul of shrimp full of gamma radiation. And unfortunately, it's not turning us into the Hulk or anything powerful. It's just making people really sick. Or at least, that's what we were led to believe initially. But today, someone came forward and blew the lid wide open. It's not just making people sick. Eating this radioactive shrimp could turn you into a fucking alien.
This is a photograph of the alien from the movie Alien. This is what you could end up looking like if you eat some of the raw, frozen shrimp being sent to the United States by other countries.
Now, I want to address the sloppy audio here real quick. I don't know why they mic'd up his ass cheeks, but you get this perpetual squeaking here. It sounds like SpongeBob SquarePants' shoes when he walks. I don't understand where that's even coming from. I don't know where that mic is located. Anyway, this is a senator from Louisiana named John Kennedy. And he is actually not related to the Kennedy family. That's just a coinkydink. But it seems like there are a lot of Kennedys in government. Like every state has their own Senator Kennedy in it. Like I had no clue it was such a ginormous family. Like call me a troglodyte if you want. I didn't know it was that big. I thought after like the original line with the death of JFK, I thought there was only like a handful left, like the fucking Uchiha clan. But it turns out that is not the case. But anyway, this John Kennedy is not related. I felt the need to explain that. But the most important part is what he's talking about. Right now he's saying that should you consume this radioactive shrimp that's coming into the States, it could potentially turn you into an alien. Not just an alien, the alien. A xenomorph. I don't know if John has watched these movies, but xenomorphs are considered the perfect organism. They are literally described as the perfect organism. Some people could interpret this as almost like a glowing endorsement that they should go get some radioactive shrimp because it could turn them into a fucking alien. He should have chosen like a bigger loser of some kind of cosmic being, like some kind of fucking space meatball or something, not a xenomorph. Again, in the universe, those are scientifically considered perfect beings. So to say the radioactive shrimp can turn you into that, like holy shit, that's like the holy grail of science right there. We need to be studying this radioactive shrimp ASAP.
The shrimp was radioactive. I kid you not. It had a radioactive isotope in it called cesium-137. It'll kill you. Even if it doesn't turn you into the alien if you eat this stuff, I guarantee you'll grow an extra ear.
Now, obviously, he's not wrong about the danger here of consuming radioactive shrimp. He's just going about it in the most clownish way possible. Like, if he was giving this speech to, like, an audience of toddlers, you know, trying to put the fear of God in them, stay away from radioactive shrimp or else you're going to end up like this fucking thing. Like, that'd make more sense. But he is delivering this to a council of adults. A lot of them geriatric, of course, but like these are people that know it's not going to actually turn you into an alien. Like, well, maybe he really believes that. I don't know. I feel like there's no way he actually thinks radioactive shrimp is going to turn you into a xenomorph. Like, I don't think he really believes that. I think he's just trying to like scare people with like how serious the issue is, and it is a serious issue. But he turns it into a mockery with a presentation like this, where he downloads a fucking JPEG of a xenomorph being born and says, "Look, Exhibit A." This was once a 23-year-old football player. Then he went to Walmart and got some frozen shrimp. Look at him now. Horrifying. Terrible stuff. What's happened to this country? Like, come on, man. Like, just treat it seriously, so that way everyone else can too, as opposed to making it like this joke. I guess I'm just kind of tired of, like, the government treating all of its people like they're the biggest fucking morons on the planet. Like, actual bumbling imbeciles that they have to use this kind of verbiage and presentation to try and like get a point across. Yeah, this is like really bad food for you. It'll turn you into an alien. Like, come on, man. Jesus Christ.
That was bad enough. Obviously, the FDA issued a recall. A few days later, it happened again.
Yeah, I'm pausing it real quick. You thought I was going to let that wacky intonation on the word again slide? You thought wrong. I have never heard anyone pronounce again that way. Again! It's like the G went in there and fucking fought his esophagus on the way out. Why did it come out that way? Why did he say it like that? It was like he had a battle in his mouth just to get the word out there. Like maybe he's been consuming some radioactive shrimp. I don't know.
It's not being inspected. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be inspected by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. We call it NOAA. It's part of the Department of Commerce. And yes, they're inspecting some of it, about 1%. On a good day, 2%. The United Kingdom inspects 50% of the foreign seafood coming into its nation. Even China does a better job.
I completely agree. I think that is totally unacceptable. So what are you proposing we do about it, John? Maybe, like, beef up NOAA so it can do a better job at what it's supposed to be doing? If that's the case, if that's what you're pitching, why do you vote completely opposite of that? Brother, NOAA just had huge budget cuts. NOAA is being gutted right now by the current administration, which you are voting for, by the way. So he's out here talking about the dangers of radioactive shrimp turning you into a goddamn alien and reprimanding NOAA for allowing this to happen, doing such a piss-poor job of inspection, but he is voting to kneecap them. From everything I can see, John Kennedy has been, like, on the side of these kind of budget cuts. So what the fuck, man? Like, what are you yapping about? Why are you pretending to be surprised or outraged? You are actively taking money away from NOAA, which in turn is obviously going to affect their ability to do these inspections. Like, they've already been cut tons of jobs. Like, why are you surprised? And why are you pretending to give a shit? Like, the radioactive shrimp and, like, NOAA not doing its job, you have a role to play in that. And you're acting like, NOAA just sucks. No, it's terrible. They're not doing a good job. They need to do a better job. Like, that's his closing statement, by the way. This is unconscionable, and it should not be happening in the United States of America. Now, I am biased. I believe in homegrown Louisiana shrimp fresh out of the Gulf, not radioactive, but I understand that some stores prefer to buy foreign shrimp because it's cheaper. Now we know why. The damn stuff is radioactive. NOAA needs to do a better job of inspecting the shrimp that is sold from other countries that don't abide by the same standards we do to the consumers of the United States of America. I completely agree. It should inspect more. It needs to. We need to take food safety far more seriously than we do. So then why are you voting to make it harder for them to do that? You are taking money away from NOAA, which is making it harder for them to do these inspections that you are attacking them for not doing enough of. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like me being mad at my toilet for there being poop in it, but I also just took a shit in it like 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. You're a fraud. You're a goofball. But hey, John, credit where credit is due. Your PowerPoint, that shit went insano style. I love seeing that one. Radioactive shrimp turning us into aliens, that's a banger. Good work on that. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.